After my girlfriend married her lover, years passed in silence and I thought the story was over. Until her letter arrived, revealing the truth I never expected. Be me, 29-year-old Ryan Parker, working as a software consultant in Houston. Pretty decent looking guy with a stable career. Life's going all right. Sitting at my place on a quiet Wednesday morning, just chilling with my third cup of coffee. Reading through the morning newspaper. Nothing special, just my usual midweek routine. Suddenly spot something in the paper. Full page spread with photos. Feel my heart stop for a moment. Can't believe what I'm seeing. Been exactly 3 years since everything went down. Yet here she is, staring back at me from the page. The memories hit like a freight train. Got quite a story about how we ended up here. Flashback to when I was 25. Living in Sacramento. City was packed with colleges. 2 private women's colleges. 1 state university. Plus this huge business school. Basically paradise for a single guy. Had this buddy Adrian working with me between college semesters. Also his fraternity brother at the state uni. We were each other's wingmen. Masters at picking up college girls. Barely anyone ever turned us down. At this fancy sorority party one night, free booze flowing everywhere. Fancy snacks laid out, music pumping through the house. Scanning the room for potential targets. That's how I thought back then. Not gonna lie, I was kind of a douche. Thought I was God's gift to women. Good looks, smooth talk, confident attitude. Got with plenty of college girls. Never cared about real connections. Just living that shallow life. Seemed perfectly fine at the time. Eyeing this cute brunette across the room. About to make my move. Adrian grabs my shoulder. Points to a group hanging by the corner. They're watching the party from distance. Among them stands this absolute goddess. Name's Natalie Rivers. Perfect posture, designer clothes. Figure that could stop traffic. Face like a magazine cover. Can't help but stare. Ask Adrian about her. That's Natalie Rivers, he says. Don't even think about it. Goes to Berkeley College. Never dates the same guy twice. Guys who tried say she's either gay or ice cold. None of them even got to hold her hand. You won't either. She's definitely not gay, I tell him. Look how she checks out guys walking past. Just careful about who she dates. Think she has high standards. Wow, Dr. Phil over here. Adrian's laughing at me. You've got her all figured out. Haven't even said a word to her. Real psychological genius. Ask if he knows the other girls. Blonde one's Patricia Thompson. Had some classes together at Berkeley. Went out a few times. Nothing serious, though. Still friends. Perfect, I tell him. Introduce me to Patricia. I'll handle the rest. You're setting yourself up, man. Adrian shakes his head, but he's helping anyway. That's what bros are for. We walk over to the group. Adrian starts chatting with Patricia. Introduces me to everyone. I say hi to all the girls. Completely ignore Natalie. Even when she speaks, keep turning attention back to others. When Natalie mentions Berkeley, just nod and change subject. Back to Patricia and friends. Leave her hanging mid-sentence. Can see her getting annoyed. All part of the plan. Walking home later, Adrian can't believe what he saw. You really made an impression, ignoring her completely, cutting her off mid-sentence. That's your brilliant plan? Make her so mad she'll date you? You don't get it, I tell him. Every guy throws themselves at her. Showers her with attention. I'm doing the opposite. She's not used to being ignored. She'll start wondering why. What's wrong with her? Why isn't this guy interested? She'll come to me. Trust the process. Adrian just laughs. Whatever you say, man. Good luck with that. Do me a favor, though. Find out more about her, where she hangs out, gets coffee, goes shopping. Anything useful? Sure thing. I'll ask around the sorority girls. Give me a couple days. Head home feeling confident. Plans already in motion. Adrian comes through with the intel. Complete rundown of Natalie's schedule. Time to execute the master plan. Start showing up where she goes. Hit the same coffee shop. Visit the same sandwich place. Even time my shopping trips with hers. Not every single time. Just enough to get noticed. Keep this up for 3 weeks straight. Finally make my move at Starbucks. Both ordering at the counter. Give her a slight nod. Look past her like she's barely there. She smiles back anyway. Glance at her one more time. Start the conversation. Think we've met before. Can't remember your name, though. I'm Ryan Parker. Natalie Rivers. Met at the Delta party last month. She remembers. Oh, right. You were with Patricia Thompson. Bad with names sometimes. She invites me to join her. Act like I'm thinking about it. Pretend to hesitate. Finally agree to sit outside. She gives me this little smile. What's your game, Ryan? What do you mean? Playing dumb. Come on. Been following me for 3 weeks. Same coffee shop, same restaurants. Even the mall. Too many times to be coincidence. You're stalking me. Why? Look her in the eyes. Decide to come clean. Well, mostly clean. Want to get to know you. Take you out. Spend time together. Noticed how guys act around you. all falling over themselves, showering you with compliments, trying to get more than one date. Didn't want to be like them, so I made this plan. To get your attention differently. She looked surprised. That's the weirdest approach ever. Yeah, pretty out there. Won't bother you anymore. Sorry if it seemed creepy. Promise I'm not some psycho. Not angry at all. Actually flattered. Nobody ever tried so hard just to know me. Usually they just ask me out. If I'm interested, I say yes. But they're all the same. Only see my looks, never care about my thoughts, my goals, my opinions. But you're different. Hands me a card with her address. Pick me up at 7 o'clock. We're going to dinner, as you wish. Can't help but grin. Mission accomplished. Driving to pick up Natalie. Having serious talk with myself in the car. Don't mess this up. You're through the door. Don't be like all those other guys. Stay focused. No matter how gorgeous she looks, pay attention to her. Listen to what she believes in. Care about her philosophies. Show interest in her dreams. To keep her, gotta be different. Stand out from the crowd. Pull up to her apartment building. She comes out before I can get the door. Jumps right into my truck. Caught me off guard. Take her to this hidden Italian place. Small family restaurant. Found it exploring back streets. Far from college hangouts. Perfect for intimate conversation. Evening turns out amazing. Talk about everything under the sun. Really getting to know each other. Time just flies by. Something unexpected happens, though. According to my plan, should just be pretending to care about her interests and stuff. But as night goes on, realize I'm not pretending anymore. Actually mean everything I'm saying. This girl is extraordinary. At least to me, pretty scary realization. For a guy known as a player, find myself wanting more. Not just another conquest. Actually like her. Really like her? Sitting in car outside her place. Make a big decision. Gotta come clean again. Not sure how she'll take it. But if this is going somewhere, need to be honest. Natalie, need to tell you something. Take a deep breath. What I said earlier about not wanting to be just another guy, that was true. But it was also part of my plan. Thing is, after tonight, after really talking with you, realize something. My desire to know you better, to spend time with you, it's not part of any plan anymore. It's real. Didn't know that this morning, but I do now. Sorry for the manipulation. Found out you're way more than just a pretty face. Really want to keep seeing you. Guess I messed up though, feeling completely defeated. Here's this amazing girl. Actually sparked something in me, and my stupid games probably ruined it. My goodness. Natalie's looking amused. When you start talking, there's no stopping you. That was quite the speech, but what's even better? Think you actually mean it. You've been different tonight. Different than I expected. Look at her confused. What do you mean? Did some homework on you too? She confesses. You've got quite a reputation around here. Known as quite the player. Pretty good at it too. Girls don't complain much. Except that you avoid relationships. And I know you ignored me at the party on purpose. Part of your master plan. Oh, hell, I mutter, feeling really stupid now. Natalie continues speaking. No one's ever done this much. Just to meet me, ask me out. It's actually really flattering. Let's see where this goes. But no more games, okay? That's how it all started. Became inseparable, together almost every night. Dinners, movies, college parties. Total whirlwind romance. My feelings for Natalie keep growing. Can't say if it's love yet, but definitely more than just liking her. Way more than I've felt for anyone before. Problems start showing up though. Can't keep up with all the dates. 20, 25 nights out every month. Really straining my wallet. Have to turn her down 3 times. She notices something's wrong. Remember our deal about no games? What's going on, Ryan? 3 canceled dates in 10 days. Talk to me. Her voice is firm but concerned. It's kind of embarrassing. Pride thing, you know? Can't afford to take you out as much. Just an average guy here. Paycheck only stretches so far. After bills and everything, not much left. Really want to see you? Just can't do expensive stuff every night. Feel like complete loser admitting this. Natalie takes my hand, gives me this warm smile. You silly man. Why didn't you just say so? Don't need to spend money every time. Lots of free stuff we can do. Museums, art galleries, river walks, even quiet nights and watching TV at your place or mine. Just being together. Was just embarrassed about not having much money. Still feeling awkward. Here's the new plan. She's taking charge now. Dinner or movie twice a week. You pay once, I pay once. Other nights we do free stuff. Just spend time together. No arguments. That's how it's gonna be. Pauses for a moment. Unless, gets this playful look. You actually want a break from me? No way. Would spend every night with you if I could. Really want to be with you? Mean every word. That's our new arrangement. Works out perfectly. Few weeks later, walking by the river one night, everything just feels right. Make love under the stars, almost perfect night. Except for the mosquitoes. Don't notice the bites until we're showering together at her place. First time spending whole night there. Definitely not the last. Next morning, have to leave for work. My truck won't start. Head back to her apartment. Going to call an Uber. What's wrong? Natalie asks from the bedroom. Truck's dead. Gonna grab a ride. Don't be silly. Throws me her car keys. Take mine. It's in the basement garage. Space 27. After work, get clothes from your place. Come back here. You can shower and get ready. My treat for dinner tonight. See you around 5:30. Kisses me goodbye. Walking to the garage. Wondering what she drives. Hope it's not some tiny compact. Beggars can't be choosers, though. Get to space 27. Can't believe my eyes. Brand new Ferrari. Just a year old. Perfect candy apple red. My dream color, too. Check the plate to be sure. Glory 1. Holy shit. It's really her car. Get to work. Adrian and guys crowd around. Want to know about the Ferrari. Tell them it's Natalie's. Man, you're the master. Adrian's laughing. How'd you get her car? Mine wouldn't start. She just handed me the keys. Had no idea she even had a car, let alone a Ferrari. Enjoy all the envious looks. Walk a little taller that day, driving her Ferrari. After work, meet Natalie for dinner. She casually mentions, can use her car whenever. Says she barely drives it anyway. Life changes fast. Move from my basic apartment into her luxury place. Split costs on regular dates, but somehow fancy restaurant nights. Always end up on her turn to pay. Can't figure out how she plans it. She starts buying me gifts. Tell her she doesn't need to. Says she enjoys it. Buys me 5 designer suits. Each costs like $500. For these high-class parties, she gets invited to really nice clothes. Having picnic one Sunday. Finally bring it up. Tell her I'm uncomfortable. About all the gifts and expensive dinners. Don't you want me to be happy? She asks. Course I do. Giving you things makes me happy. Love going to fancy places with you. Please let me. How can you afford all this? Finally ask. Got a full scholarship. Small trust fund for expenses. Not much, but with scholarship. Lets me enjoy myself. Please don't feel weird about it. Let me be happy. She seems so sincere. Can't argue anymore. Should have had principles, probably. Should have refused the gifts. Declined using her car. Found my own place instead. Not enjoyed her luxury apartment, but 2 things held me back. First reason, want Natalie to be happy. If buying me stuff makes her happy, who am I to argue? Second reason, really enjoying this life, not just the Ferrari, or expensive gifts, or fancy restaurants, enjoying it all with her. My feelings keep growing, way past just liking her now, getting closer to love. She's everything I could want in a partner. Start wondering, though, about where all this money comes from. The car, the gifts, those expensive dinners. Do some research online. What I find floors me. Natalie isn't just rich. She's loaded, like seriously loaded. Her dad and uncle own something big. Largest livestock feed company in the whole country. Company worth over $50 million. And Natalie? She's the only heir to all of it. My girlfriend's an heiress. Finding this out doesn't change things. Already falling for her before knowing about the money. If she's cool with everything, so am I. Keep living together, enjoying each other, living the good life. For 8 amazing months. Then one Saturday morning, everything falls apart. Just finished showering. Finally got Natalie out of bed, getting ready for picnic with friends. Running late already. Stayed out too late last night. Pull on my jeans. Doorbell rings, guy at the door. Is Natalie home? Yeah, she's showering. Can I help? You must be Ryan. Tell her I'm here. Sure, who are you? I'm Harrison Brooks. Her fiancé, let him in, offered to tell Natalie. Try to hide how shocked I am. Her fiancé? What the actual hell? Find Natalie in bathroom. Just getting out of shower. Gives me a kiss. Suggests skipping picnic. Going back to bed instead. Natalie, there's a guy named Harrison Brooks. In our living room. Says he's your fiancé. What's going on? Oh God, she whispers. Get dressed. Take him to coffee shop downstairs. I'll call when I'm ready. Natalie, what the hell? Your fiancé? Think we need to talk? I know, but let me get dressed first. We'll explain everything later. Promise. Head down to coffee shop with Harrison. Mind's spinning. Don't know how to react. He looks at me understanding. Know all about you, Ryan. Her dad and I. Been watching this little romance. Time to end it. Natalie and I will get married. She keeps delaying it. Been with 3 guys, including you. Last 2 years, if it helps, you lasted twice as long as anyone else. Why put up with it? She's your fiancée. Don't you care that she lives with other guys? You're the only one she's ever been intimate with or moved in with. Must care about you a lot. That's why we're stopping it now. Pause for a moment. He's watching me. Look, Ryan, you seem decent. So here's a heads up. Can make some money here. Authorized to offer you $5,000? Just walk away. Can't believe this. Offering me money to break up with Natalie. Stare at the floor. Mind's racing. Before I met her, back in my player days, would have taken the money. Run without looking back. But now, problem is, I'm falling in love with her. Rather have her. Money or no money. Phone rings. It's Natalie. Wants me to send Harrison up. Says she'll talk to me after. Promises just 20, 30 minutes. Don't want to, but what choice do I have? 27 minutes later, Harrison comes down. I'm leaving, Ryan. Please consider the money. You deserve it. For what you're going through. Natalie wants you upstairs. Good luck. Walks away. Take the elevator up. Feel sick to my stomach. Don't know what's coming. Natalie's waiting. Door open. Gives me sad smile. Hugs me. Don't know if I should hug back or push her away. Sit on couch. She starts talking. Ryan, I'm so sorry. Never meant to mislead you or hurt you. Please believe that. Feel anger rising. Fear too. So that's it? I'm just history now? You were meant to be a distraction. But something happened. Found your way into my heart. Think I might even love you. But we have to end this. Need to fulfill my duty. To my family. Go home. Please don't hate me. Really develop feelings for you. Oh, but it's time for me to leave. Sit there in silence. Watch her pack her things. Hands me heavy envelope. One last surprise. Ferrari title and keys are in there. Don't want it anymore. Would just remind me of you. Apartment keys too. Lease is paid for another year. Might as well use it. No, you don't want either, but please use them. Think of me sometimes. Goodbye, Ryan. Here I am, 3 years later, reading about the wedding of the year. Natalie Rivers and Harrison Brooks wed at. Several pictures of happy couple, except Natalie doesn't look happy. Still have the Ferrari. Moved out of the apartment though, 2 months after she left. Got letter from Harrison Brooks. Check inside for $5,000. Tempted for about 0 seconds. Sent it back. Wrote across it. Tell Natalie keep your damn money. She did her duty. Hope she finds happiness. Because I sure haven't. Looking at letter in my hands now. Return address hits me. Natalie Brooks, St. Louis, Missouri. First time hearing from her. In 4 years. What could she want? Hasn't she played enough games? 4 years ago, had this thing with Natalie. I was 25. Working in Sacramento. Met through a friend. Made this crazy plan to win her. She saw right through it. That's how we started. Ended after 8 months. When her fiancé showed up. At our apartment, I'm Ryan Parker now. 29 years old. Was quite the player before Natalie. She changed everything. No other woman interested me after her. Natalie Rivers. Heired a biggest animal feed company in the whole country. Didn't know about her wealth until near the end. Found out by accident. Thought we were deeply in love. Planned long future together. Illusion shattered when Harrison Brooks appeared at our door that day. He revealed everything. Said she had history of these affairs. Our relationship crashed and burned. When she left, said she cared for me. Maybe even loved me, but had obligations to fulfill with Brooks. Looking back now, guess I was temporary. Just a distraction. A toy to pass time with. Harrison confirmed it. Just one of several guys she'd been with, left me with expensive gifts. Designer suits. Luxury apartment lease. Ferrari. None of it meant anything. Without her. 2 years after, wedding story hits papers. Society pages full of it. Still hurts to see. Hadn't moved on yet. Her leaving changed me. Became withdrawn. Just going through motions. Eating. Sleeping. Working. No joy in anything. Days all blur together. Only went out for coffee. That's where everything changed. About 3 months after Natalie. Run into Patricia Thompson. Blast from the past. Adrian introduced us before. She knew about me and Natalie. Wasn't planning to talk much. Just a nod, maybe. Feel guilty about using her. To get to Natalie before. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Her greeting catches me off guard. Haven't seen you around lately. Don't you like us anymore? Hi, Patricia. Just don't go to same places. These days, just because Natalie's gone, doesn't mean you can't join us. Adrian and I miss having you around. Others too. Haven't felt up to it. Still processing Natalie leaving. Feel bad about using you too. Patricia, finally get that off my chest. Patricia gives me warm smile. Don't worry about it. Knew what you were doing. Kept looking at Natalie. Pretty obvious who you wanted. Laughs at my surprised face. Come on, buy me coffee. Tell me what happened after. Get coffee. Find quiet corner booth. Spend next hour telling her everything about Natalie. Somewhere in conversation, feel something change inside. Like maybe there's hope. Life after Natalie exists. Patricia's leaving for her dorm. Gives me some wisdom. Think Natalie made huge mistake. Leaving you, Ryan. Time to get your life back. Call me sometime. She leaves. I'm sitting there. Thinking she's right. Been acting like kid who lost favorite toy. Time to grow up. Pull myself together. Move forward. Few days later, call Patricia. We grab pizza and beer. Turn out to be great evening. Start spending more time together. Friendship grows into something more. Can't pinpoint exact moment when it changed, but it did. Still living in Natalie's apartment though. Lease expires in 3 months. Patricia helps me realize if want to really move on. Need my own place. She won't say it directly, but can tell she's not comfortable visiting. Too many memories of Natalie here. Find small apartment above nice old lady's garage. Fresh start. Patricia helps make it home. Decide to sell Ferrari too. Get myself a Mustang instead. Symbolic fresh start. Cutting ties with past. Next 9 months amazing. See Patricia regularly. Up until her graduation. Different kind of relationship. Not just physical stuff. Real connection. Still have problem though. Can't fully commit to Patricia. Natalie's ghost still haunts me. Everything comes to head. Night after Patricia graduates. Ryan, been waiting for you. To move on from Natalie. I hoped you would. But you're still hung up on her. Patricia cuts off my protests. Patricia takes deep breath. Got job in Phoenix. Moving there next week. Thought you were going to Denver. We could do weekends. Make it work. Been thinking about that. Can't keep doing this. Getting half of you while you're stuck on Natalie. Won't continue like this. If you ever move on, really move on, come find me. She leaves next week. No proper goodbye. They say you don't know what you've lost till it's gone. It's hard with Patricia. Realize how much I care. Not sure if ready for love, but definitely miss her. 3 weeks after she leaves. Write her long letter. Pour my heart out. Tell her how much I miss her. Instead of letter back. Get phone call. Means more somehow. Start talking regularly. Few times each month. Exchange letters too. Keep suggesting visit. Patricia's answer always same. Have you moved on from Natalie yet? Until you can honestly say yes. No point in seeing each other. Calls continue 2 months. Start noticing changes. More often get voicemail. Have to leave messages. She returns calls. Don't mention evening absences. Don't feel right asking. Pattern continues another month. One Friday night. Really need to hear her voice. Call late around 11:30. Feel like stalker by now. Get voicemail again. Try again next morning. 7 a.m. Man answers phone. Completely throw me off. Is Patricia there? Stumble over words. Yeah, but she's sleeping. Can wake her if important. Or take message. Guy sounds friendly. Makes it worse somehow. No real message. Just tell her Ryan called. Won't bother her again. Voice tight with frustration. You sure? Can get her up. Needs to wake anyway. We need shower and dress. Got plane to catch. His helpfulness infuriating. No necessary. Doubt it matters anyway. Thanks, goodbye. Snap phone shut. Real smooth move, genius. Should have just let him pass message. Just great. Natalie leaves me hanging. Now lost Patricia too. No, it's my fault with Patricia. Doesn't make it hurt less. 3 weeks to the day. After last message to Patricia, she calls. It's 10 a.m. Saturday. Still in bed. Nursing hangover. From reliving college drinking days. What? Bark into phone. Head pounding. Well, aren't we sunshine today? Patricia laughs. You okay? Patricia? That you? Why you calling? Haven't heard from you. Over 3 weeks. You don't have to bite my head off. Was worried? Haven't heard from you either. Making sure everything's okay? Hell, I'm sorry. Hungover. Feel like death. Mouth tastes like old gym socks. Admit pathetically. It's fine. Now why haven't you called? I did about 3 weeks ago. Early Saturday morning. Your boyfriend answered. Left message for you? Never got one back. Try to keep bitterness out. Fail miserably. I never got a message. And wait, my boyfriend? What are you talking about? Guy answered your phone. Said you were sleeping. Offered to wake you. Said you both needed shower. Had plane to catch. Recount whole thing. Oh God, Ryan. I'm so sorry. Never got the message. That wasn't my boyfriend. That was my idiot brother, Kevin. Staying with me last month. For work project. He's back home now. Wait till I get hold of him. Teach him about not giving me messages. Your brother? Feel mood lifting. Kevin was your brother? Yes, dummy. Thought about this for weeks. Thought you were upset with me. Messages not getting through. Time to man up? Patricia, need to talk. Got time now? Sound serious? Have all day. Go ahead. Pour my heart out. Tell her didn't know how much I cared until she left. Tell her head straight now. Can honestly say, don't love Natalie anymore. Finally tell her, can't go on like this. If we're just friends, need to stop torture, at least for me. Patricia, quiet moment. Then says, think you should come to Phoenix. Next weekend? Don't want to wait. Don't want to wait either. On my way. See you soon. Call boss. Arrange time off. Drive to St. Louis. Catch plane to Phoenix. Patricia meets me at airport. How'd you know my flight? Can't believe she's here. Little online research. Several flights from Denver. Was going to meet each one until you showed up. She's grinning. Next month is incredible. Spend weekends at her place. Or she visits mine. Finally moved on completely. Ready for real commitment. My company has office in Phoenix suburbs. Get transfer approved. Move in with Patricia. Life gets really good. Takes some adjustment, but transition goes smooth. End up getting married. Starting new life together. Haven't been married long. When see Natalie's wedding photos. Only real hiccup in marriage. Mostly in my head though. Don't know if should tell Patricia about seeing pictures or keep quiet. If mention it, will she think still have feelings for Natalie? If say nothing, will she think trying to hide feelings? Put down Sunday paper. Look at Patricia. Making breakfast. Maybe better diffuse situation. Before it becomes problem. Hey babe, story about Natalie's wedding here. Looks like Harrison Brooks. Finally got her to settle down. About time he reined her in. Patricia gives small smile. I know. Open paper to that story. Left it there for you. Almost laughs at my surprise. Wanted to see how you'd handle it. Passed with flying colors. Natalie and our past. Never mentioned again. That is, until got that letter. 4 years after she dumped me, like said before. What could she want? Open letter. Natalie's handwriting. Start reading. Letter reads, Dear Ryan, it's been a while. Know you're probably wondering why I'm reaching out now. After all this time, truth is, couldn't resist anymore. Been fighting urge for years. Finally had to contact you. When I left you, felt I had no choice. Father issued ultimatum through Harrison. If didn't return home, would cut off all financial support. Too attached to my lifestyle. To give up the money. Delayed marriage 2 years. Eventually gave in. Went through with it. Marriage changed nothing. Still live life my way. Just have to be more careful. More discreet. Harrison's husband in name only. He's fine with arrangement. Being married to me guarantees him luxury life. As his own discreet affairs, my problem is never stopped thinking about you. Told you when I left that I cared deeply. That hasn't changed. Time only made regret stronger. About decision that day. Should have convinced you to move to St. Louis with me. Could have continued seeing each other. Discreetly. I'll be in Phoenix next month. Staying for a week. Thought might be nice. To catch up? Over lunch or dinner. Maybe take ride in Ferrari together. What do you think? Let me know before 21st of next month. If we're meeting, need to adjust schedule. Looking forward to hearing from you. Love, Natalie. Blood boiling with anger. After all this time, has nerve to reach out. Confirms what's suspected. 4 years ago, she's a manipulative person. Got caught by her father. No way in hell. Meeting with her. Real question is, tell Patricia about letter? That evening, Patricia gets home. Hour later than usual. Sit on deck after dinner. Hand her Natalie's letter without word. What's this? Patricia asks, confused. Check return address. Then read letter. Tell her. Patricia reads letter. Face turns red with anger. Looking ready to explode. Just a moment. Stop her before she can. Now read this. Hand her second letter. One I wrote back. Dear Natalie, delighted to hear from you. After all these years, unfortunately sold Ferrari. About 6 months after you left. Would love to reconnect though. My wife Patricia and I would be happy to meet for dinner and drinks. When you're in town, just give us a call. Contact number below. Look forward to catching up. Your friends, Ryan and Patricia. Patricia's face still red, but now from laughing, can't control herself. Finally calms down, leans in to kiss me. That's a brilliant way to tell her off. Very clever, my love. Proud of you, but made tiny mistake. What mistake? I think response was perfect. Was late today because had doctor's appointment. So if we did meet her, couldn't join you for drinks. Why no drinks for you? Ask confused. Pregnant women should avoid alcohol. Not good for baby. She's grinning. Rest of evening. Spent cuddling, planning nursery, picking baby names. Funny thing though, never got that phone call from Natalie.